What is up? It is June 18th and beautiful day, nice and sunny. I just delivered a 3-piece sectional, a big one. They wanted it delivered and I helped them bring it inside. Sold it for, final price was $860. I paid $300 for it, so that's $560 profit. I typically don't buy sectionals. It was one that my wife found and she really liked it, and once I got there I was like, I didn't love it, but I wanted to give it a try. So it did take me a few weeks to sell, so sometimes it is kind of tough being down like $300 or whatever for that long, because I am kind of cheap in that way. I like to find free sectionals and free couches and elevate them to whatever I can. I like going from free to whatever profit, as opposed to spending a few $100 on something. I know that you can save time. Like, let's say I only bought couches that were, that I paid $200 or $300 for. I could do that and then minimize the time that I had to spend doing cleaning and repairs. But maybe I should do that more. I don't know. That's something that I kind of go back and forth with a lot, but I don't know. It's just something inside of me. It's like, if I can get something for free and elevate it and make money on it, that's so satisfying, rather than paying $300 for something and then selling it for $700 or $800. Making $400 or $500, but getting something for free and making $400 or $500 on it, that's so satisfying to me. So, and that's really mostly what I do, is I try to just find things for free. I'm always amazed at how there are so many opportunities out there with people getting rid of things that either they don't want anymore, or it's an inconvenience for them to have, because maybe they are moving, maybe they just moved, maybe they want to upsize or downsize, or maybe they want a different style in their living room, whatever it may be. And this isn't just for couches and sectionals. This goes for all different types of pieces of furniture. This goes for televisions. This goes for, electronics even too. Electronics to a lesser extent, because I feel like people are way less likely. It's really interesting how someone will give away a couch that's worth $500, $600, $700, but their cell phone, their old cell phone that they can sell and get $80, $90 for, that's where they draw the line in the sand. Like, they want to make $80, $90 on their used cell phone, but their couch that they could make $500, $600 on, they're like, no, just get it out of my life, just because it's big, and they have no idea how to move it or manage that logistically. And it can be a bit overwhelming if you've never moved a large item before, or if you've never driven a truck, or if you don't know many people that have a truck. If you've never carried things, loaded things in a truck, unloaded, carried things, hauled things in a truck, I can see how you'd be like, I don't do that. I've never done that. I can see how that would be tough, but that is your advantage if you are a guy or a gal. But I think I'm mainly talking to the bros here. If you are in your late teens, if you are in your 20s, if you're in your 30s, I'm in my 30s, I'm in my mid-30s. If you're in your 30s or 20, whatever, it doesn't matter how old you are, I don't care, and you have a truck and you are struggling to pay the bills, or maybe you're not struggling to pay the bills, maybe you just want to make some extra money, right? Maybe you just want to make some cash to go to Vegas or something, or go to a football game, whatever. There are so many opportunities out there for you to pick up free items in the form of sectionals, couches, mattresses, recliners, dining room tables. There's so many things out there. And I know it can be a little intimidating being like, oh, I've never carried big items in my truck before. It's easy. I promise you it's easy. You can load them by yourself. Just look up a couple videos on YouTube. You can load the couch one side at a time. Once you get half the couch in there, you pick up the other side that's on the ground and you just kind of walk it in the bed. Get you some rolling dolly carts from Home Depot. Make sure you get you some ratchet straps. You can get 4 ratchet straps from Home Depot for $10, and they will last you for years. Don't get the expensive ratchet straps. It's not worth it. Unless you're carrying some big freight, like unless you're hauling like a tractor or something, or a vehicle, yeah, get the expensive ratchet straps by all means. But you're just moving couches that weigh, 100, 200 pounds at most. So just get the cheap ratchet straps for now. And just do an X on the bed over the couch. And if you've got somebody to help you, that's even better. But, you don't need anybody. There will be somebody there that can help you wherever you're delivering or picking up 9 times out of 10. So, anyway, the message of the video is, there's no excuse for you to be wanting or struggling for cash right now. It's 2026. People are pretty soft right now, and you can take an advantage of that. You can take advantage of that. People are a bit lazy. They don't want to move things around. They don't want to put in the effort. But I'm telling you, it only takes a couple of hours a day. You can make $100 an hour. You can make $150 an hour. You can make more than that by selling couches. I promise you can, because I do. Sometimes I make $75 an hour. Sometimes I make $300 an hour. But you can probably average it out somewhere in the middle. I think if I were to average everything out, it's probably somewhere around $100 an hour, something like that. Which is, that's, in the professional world, that's, you'd have to go to college for a long time to make $100 an hour, or more than that. And you can do that just by taking advantage of people's, laziness or inability to do the things that they need to do when it comes to moving or getting new furniture. So anyway, that is the video for the day. Like I said, I just got this delivery done. $860 generated in sales, 560 was profit. So I'm done selling for the day. $560 profit in a day. I'll probably do, if somebody wants another delivery, I'll deliver something. But now I'm about to drive home, and I'm gonna go with my wife, and we're gonna go to a restaurant and eat with her family and celebrate her dad's life. In Vietnamese culture, you celebrate a loved one that's passed. You go eat together, have a meal together once a year in memory of them. And that's what we're doing today. So that's going to be really nice. And I'm running a little bit late, so I think my wife's a little stressed, but it's okay, because we're gonna make it there, and we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna eat some really good food. It's at a restaurant called Ting Ham, and it is in West Portland, or no, it's in Beaverton. Sorry, Beaverton. So anyway, ladies and gents, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Talk to you next time. Bye bye.